Bases are being built all over the world. On the ground, in the ocean, in the sky. There are players everywhere with bases, but they're all defenseless. Sub, you've been breaking into everyone's base and stealing all their items. I guess they need to learn about your 11 defenses that no one will expect in Minecraft. From turrets to suspicious triggers, we'll make sure you know all kinds of methods for keeping players on their toes, and on the lookout for your dangerous and secretive traps. Hopefully you learn a thing or two. Let's go! Number 1. Inner turrets. If you don't want players to see your trap coming when they assault your base, why not let them inside completely free? No defenses? Surely not. It's too good to be true. This Steve can't believe his luck. He stumbled upon all your chests. This is the best day in the world, unless you've installed hidden turrets. Let's take a step back. Place some dispensers around your house. Don't make them too obvious. Perhaps try hiding them in a bookcase or around corners. Wire them up to some pressure plates and throw in some arrows or splash potions. Try placing the plates in areas the player is likely to stand on, like in front of a chest or a door to another room. The player thinks they're inside, but really, they're just entering a world of pain. Number 2. Danger Doorbell. They say you should always knock. After all, it is rude to just walk into somebody's house. Adding a button note block doorbell is always a good way to remind people that they should respect your privacy. However, some players just like messing with you. They'll hit that doorbell all day long and won't care about running amok inside. Perhaps you should tweak that doorbell slightly. Try swapping the note block for some dispensers. Create a looping redstone circuit and add arrows to create a minigun-style arrow shooting effect. Why not add potions? Even a channeling trident. Really give them a shock when they try to ring that bell. Number 3. Anvil Dropper. Players are getting smart, so you have to be smarter, sub. That's a cute anvil, but it's not going to kill anyone by just sitting there. Prepare a secret entrance within your base. Make it look like a piston hatch or secret chest hiding spot. Anything as long as you make it way too obvious. Now add a lever, but don't wire it up to that shabby entrance you made. Instead, connect the lever to a piston and place an anvil above the block. Oh, here comes Steve. Let him in the house again. He'll be overjoyed. Ah, it looks like Steve spotted the lever. Surely it can only lead to some secret room with diamond chests aplenty. Or it'll trigger the anvil that they were too distracted to see. Number 4. The zombie wall. Let's use some mobs to keep the players at bay. Zombies are pretty dumb. While they have some useful AI and pathway detection, they're still basic enough for you to lead a pocket towards your base. Prepare 2 glass walls that are 1 block thick and 1 block off the ground. Create an opening and begin leading your zombies in. It might be smart to add a roof at this point, in case the sun rises and your defensive army starts to burn away. Now when players approach, they'll witness a full circumference of brain eaters. They'll think again about trying to take them on. The undead aren't going to bother subscribing to the channel, so make sure you do. For every subscriber, there will be 1 less corpse that rises when the zombie apocalypse arrives. Number 5. Too obvious. Distractions seemed to work well earlier. Perhaps that's the key to tricking people with something they don't expect. Make them think there's a trap and then subvert their expectations with a second one. Or make them think that what they're activating is actually to open a door. This button here obviously opens the iron door, right? Or does it? Try wiring up the button to a trap that reveals a large drop. Players may be brave enough to try and open your iron door, but not enough to face the sheer drop in front of them. Players will no doubt be curious enough to test each, and boy will they be surprised. Number 6. A big threat. Explosives are a fun way to prank other players, but it means that pretty much everyone is terrified of TNT. But what if you weren't? How about I give you control of the TNT, sub? Yes, I know. It's something you've always been waiting for. Create a wall around your base. Fill it with the TNT and make Redstone activate pistons to push up the TNT whenever you see an enemy coming by. They'll think you're a madman, threatening to blow up not only them, but your own build. This threat will be sure to turn them in their tracks. Number 7. Campfiring. 1.15 added the ability for dispensers to shoot fire charges that can light campfires. Why not use this to create some sort of defensive trap, sub? It's brand new after all, so no players are gonna see it coming. Prepare your regular house, but replace some of the floor with unlit campfires. You can put them out using a shovel now. Next, line up your dispensers, wire the redstone, do a little test to make sure you don't burn down your house, and finally, add your fire charges and a trigger. Here comes the Steve as usual. Such a thief. But he's triggered the campfire, and now he's a little hotter and more charred than he planned to be. Fire your finger at the like button if you enjoy these crazy base defenses. Yes, we all know you do, sub. Number 8. The Magma Lure. Hey sub, why are you taking damage even though you're standing on a trapdoor? Ah, I see. You're testing the effects of magma. You see, magma blocks cause anyone damage when standing on them, but it also turns out that they still have the same effect when under trapdoors and lava. Let's use this to our advantage to create a magma border around our base wall. This is essential to keeping mobs away, as their pathfinding ensures that they will avoid regular molten. However, if the block is covered by a trapdoor, the zombie will try to step over it and damage itself. Number 9. Pufferfish Borders. Dig a few plots around your land. Make it so they zigzag and are diagonal from one another. This ensures the next trap will cover as much surface area as possible. Now grab a boat and a fishing rod, because you need to catch some pufferfish. You're gonna need a lot, so make sure to stock up on items. Create an infinite water source block and then place water in each one of the holes you dug around your base. Finally, add the pufferfish and disguise them by placing a carpet or thin layered block over the top. Like magma, pufferfish will still cause damage to approaching players and entities through thin surfaces, and the overwhelming pushback and stacking damage from multiple pufferfish is enough to stop anything from getting through. Number 10. Daylight Dispensers. You might not always be around. Maybe the players on your server are just too good. In which case, you're gonna need something powerful to beat back Steve. A volcano is pretty powerful. You wanna make your own volcano, sub? First, build a base in a high-up location, preferably on the peak of a mountain. Throw some daylight detectors around the border and then place dispensers at strategic angles where lava would flow and create the most spread. This might take a few tests, so use water at first. Add some additional projectiles to some dispensers like lingering potions. Connect everything up as the sun goes down. Watch as your volcanic base begins to erupt, with lingering potion effects and lava speeding down all sides. No penetrating this fortress, Steve. Take that! Steve and Sub are as different as night and day. Speaking of, daylight detectors are interesting blocks. Let us know in the comments what awesome things you've used them to create. I know you'd like a few more ideas, right, Sub? Number 11. Yourself. We've seen some weird and wacky ways to keep those pesky Steves away. But what about something really unexpected? What if the only defense you need is yourself? Hiding yourself hits two birds with one stone. Firstly, you're out of your base, so players are going to come and start rooting around. Secondly, you're out of sight, but can hear every movement they make and block they stand on, like a subtle sound ninja. Just wait for the perfect moment, or when they come for traps, and get the drop on them. Not only will they be scared out of their skin, they probably won't even have their weapon equipped, causing them to freak out. That's right, Sub, you had the power all along. It was inside yourself. It's safe to say players won't be getting into your base anytime soon, Sub. You've really shown me that you know a lot about defending your builds. Now you can keep players away automatically without needing to worry about them stealing stuff. That means you have more time to record videos, doesn't it, Sub? We love what we do here on this channel, and everyone at home loves you as well, Sub. See you next time!